Alright, so this is our next Patreon request, and this one comes from Captain Omni, who asked me to review. Well, not review, excuse me. Um, uh, Basically do a retelling, I guess you could say, of the Shazam mythos. Like, basically do like a complete and total overhaul on on the Shazam mythos, and kind of like what would I do with a rebooted version of Shazam. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, just like if I could do like a Shazam series, um, how would I go about doing that? Like, it just kind of like retooling the mythos in a way. Like, that's basically what he's suggesting. Um, um, so yeah. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about like what could I do with Shazam. So starting off, like what I think, obviously I'd keep Billy Batson as Shazam, but what I would like to do is essentially have it that Black Adam wasn't the only champion of Shazam. Like, I wouldn't like. I always found it weird. Like, the Wizard never tried to make like more champions of Shazam after it. Like, he waited so long. Like, you're telling me no one outside of Billy was worthy enough to take on the power of Shazam. I find that hard to believe. So I would have it that after like Teth Adam was like the wrong guy. But I would have it that after that the Wizard was like, I'm gonna try again. Like, he did try again, and there were other worthy successors to the mantle of Shazam. They're just mortal. They are mortal, and they grow old and die. That's kind of been the thing. Is that I would have it that there was like I think that'd be kind of cool too. Is like see variations of the power of Shazam. Like maybe see a Shazam of the Middle Ages, like see the Dark Ages Shazam fighting dragons and stuff like that, or maybe like a Shazam in Rome, like a Roman era Shazam. That would be pretty cool. Or it'd be kind of cool to see like maybe the cutoff point for me, like when when the Wizard decided, all right, I'm gonna stop on champions for a while and just give it a break because maybe humanity's kind of lost hope. I would say like the cutoff point for him for Wizards, for champions would be, I would say, like World War One. Like, I would have it like the reason why he stopped at World War One, and there was like there was pretty much 100-year gap of no other champions, was that this last champion of Shazam got PTSD from the war and started just killing people nonstop. And it was like this horrible, brutal, just massacre of just like, I would say like maybe he was a French soldier, and a young French soldier, and he got given the power of Shazam. He did well, but then, the tolls of the psychological torment of war, especially, World War One that it is, basically drove him insane, and Shazam had to like step in again, and as he watched this champion of his just start brutally slaughtering people left and right, it was just a massacre. So that's the point where he's like, okay, Teth was bad, but humanity has proven that there's like this toxicity in mankind that basically makes them just so dangerous to be to be one of my champions. So I cannot allow just another human until like humanity really proves that someone's worthy. No more champions, because Teth was bad. Teth Adam becoming Black Adam. That was a shit show. But that was bad. So that's what I would have happen. Essentially, is that Teth Adam was he just thought okay, once is bad, maybe we could fix it, and it was going good. Then that happened. And he's like, oh, no more. And then when Billy showed up, like, I would have it that the wizard is, like, constantly, like, watching over Billy to be like, okay, I've only made this mistake twice. Everything comes in threes, so I'm worried that this is going to happen again. The other thing I would like to do is really play with the mythos of the Shazam family. I would really like to play with, like, the idea of it, but, like, how I would do it is that, okay, Billy can basically give his power to the rest of the Shazam family, like Mary and all of them, but, like, what I would do is that every time he does, like, he diminishes himself. Like, Billy, whenever he gives, like, one person his power, like, he shares the power with someone else, like Freddy or Mary, his power gets diminished a little more. And if he gives his power to the whole Shazam family, then he's depowered, and he has to be like the overseer. Like, he has to be like give guidance to the rest of the family while he's kind of like letting them use his power. And yeah, like, basically he also has to be like, the wizard tells him, yeah, you can do this, but like, you're responsible if they fuck up. Like, if they fuck up, you fuck up, and I take the power away. Like I said, I'm not trying to make the wizard a dick, it's just that he's screwed up twice, and both times were, like, on him. So Billy has to prove that there will not be a third time where a champion uses that power for evil. I'm not trying, like, I'm just basically making more of the wizard, like, yeah, I want to believe that you're the right person to carry on my will, Billy, but the problem is like, I've seen what power can do, especially to the human race, and I've mistakenly given that power to people in the past. So like I said, when Billy gives his power to the others, that his power, like, diminishes, and if he, like, then he has to, like, monitor all of them if the rest of the Shazam family is, like, using all of his power as well. As for villains, I think I would keep I'd keep everyone the same, although I would like to use, like, Ibeck and, you know, Mr. Atom and a lot of, like, other classic villains outside of, you know, the two the two Shazam is known for. Like, I would like to use the rest of the Monster Society of Evil. Nothing to really change, although I would have that World War I champion of Shazam show up. Like, he would be the first big villain for him. And I would say, like, maybe he appears like he's just an old man at this point, but the power is giving him a little more life. So, like, he's like, the power gave him the ability to, like, live just a little bit longer, and essentially, essentially what has happened is that the power has given him, like, a little longer longevity, and I would have it that he, like, greets Billy and he's, like, teaching him and, like, telling him, hey, you know, the wizard isn't all, like, you know, all powerful and all godlike, you know, he does make mistakes, he does make, and, you know, look at humanity, we could be so much better, you know, if we could just, you know, go out there and, you know, fight the good fight. And slowly he, like, Billy starts to realize, oh, you're crazy. So, yeah, that's really the only... outside of that, I don't think I'd do, like, a complete overhaul. Just, like, some changes to the origin itself. So, there you go. There is my take on retooling the Shazam mythos. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this? Do you guys like it, hate it? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, I'd like to thank... I'd like to thank Captain Omni. I'd like to thank Captain Omni for this video. And if you're interested in getting a video for yourselves, just hit that link below and hit the tier for Patreon requests, and yeah, you'll have a video up here on YouTube as well. But other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.